welcome back to Let's Grumble.
Powered by
Unreal 4 or something.
I was going to say another word, but I kept it to myself.
Gun Media. Boy, do they stink.
You stink, you stink.
So anyways, happy Friday the 13th, y'all.
Happy Friday 13th. Remember this?
Yeah, I know it's not Friday the 13th, but I'm certain it's Friday the 13th somewhere.
Just like it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. So we're going to, I threatened it a while back, and we're finally going to actually follow through. We're going to do the virtual cabin.
Alright.
I hope you're all excited.
And look at Jason's crotch.
This is, yeah, it does focus on his crotch for some reason.
And now we're focusing on her butt.
Yeah, we are.
Maybe skinny dipping wasn't such a good idea. I should have brought a bathing suit.
She looks familiar. I can't place her.
She looks like a young Scarlett Johansson.
No, it's like, I want to say that she looks like someone I went to school with, but I don't know if she does.
Seriously though, I'm getting cold. Somebody give me a towel.
I mean, I've been out of school for hell over 12 years now, so...
Oh, what graphics?
Oh, yeah, this is the... Welcome to the virtual cabin, folks.
Hello, sit down. Grab a drink. Sit for a spell.
Oh, yeah. Now, this may seem kind of pointless and lame, and I thought it was pointless and lame, too, the first time I checked it out. But this is actually pretty neat.
Alright.
There's, for those of you that are used to our action-packed videos, just skip this one. Joke's on us, you did already.
Yeah, not today. This is a more chill experience.
Yeah, this is going to be more of a museum piece than anything. Or at least it would seem.
Alright.
I know there's the computer. We could reset the cabin, but we've already reset the cabin.
Yeah, this is just the main menu, so to speak.
We could change... Oh, there's something about changing the date, I remember.
Oh, look at those scan lines. Out of the first 10 films, every Friday the 13th movie has been released on a Friday, but only 4 have been released on a Friday the 13th. Which ones? Hell if I know.
I don't know. You know, at one point I probably knew. That's a sad thing.
Ooh. The role of Jason was played by at least 4 different people in Part 2. The unmasked and hairy version of Jason was played by Warrington Gillette, like the razors. Stephen... I'm not even trying to pronounce that.
That's Daskowitz.
Thank you. Did Jason's stunts for the majority of the movie. Jerry Wallace, who is credited as the Prowler, is said to have played the role in certain scenes. FX artist Carl Fullerton may have also appeared as Jason in the film, as evidenced by a behind-the-scenes photo. However, the very first appearance of Jason was played by costume designer Ellen Lutter in a shot of Jason's feet walking toward Alice's apartment.
That's right. Very first time Jason's ever seen on screen in that movie, played by a woman. Oh, here's, this is something. This is one of the little clues.
Most films in mask.
So what it is it's a little trivia question. Sort of. And you have to figure it out. And there's letters there. Most films in mask. 4 letters.
It's like a crossword puzzle.
I have no idea.
Well, it's not hotter, because there's only 4 letters.
Most films... Oh! Kane.
Huh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Kane Hodder.
Ah.
Alright, so the 4th letter is an E. I'll make a note of that somewhere. Now, the good news with this, and the bad news also, is that I only vaguely remember...
Okay, so did you want to do an intro? Hello. Welcome to the virtual cabin. I'm Chuck Brengard, CEO of Ilphonic, and we are the developers behind Friday the 13th, the game.
I don't want to hear him.
Denied.
Yeah. But no, I vaguely remember some of this stuff, but at the same time I don't. So this could be fun. It could be very boring. I guess we'll find out.
While arming himself for his fight with Jason, Tommy Jarvis purchases 3 books in Part 6, Jason Lives. 30 Years Among the Dead Are Alive, and a Manual of Occultism, written by Dr. Walter Gornold under the nom de plume Sephorial. Each volume helpfully offers the reader a look into the stories, theory, and practices behind the supernatural and the occult. Oh, good to know.
Yeah, and we can't do shit with that.
Oh, there's something else.
Starlacon.
A New Beginning, 3rd edition. Jeff Bennett played the lovable nerd writer Eddie McCarlto, who runs a sci-fi premise by Tina. 30,000 years in the future, the entire galaxy is populated by highly evolved protozoa. Only one human being and his woman still exist among the stars. Back his Kickstarter today.
That's pretty much it.
Or Indiegogo, either one. Double Vision. Actress Camilla Moore auditioned for the role of Samantha. When the filmmakers discovered that she had a twin sister, Carrie, they offered them both the foxy roles of Tina and Terry. This was not the first time Camilla and Carrie's acted together, the both having already starred in Doublemint gum commercials. Double
Yep.
your refreshment.
Oh, here we go.
Fanzine Magazine. In Part 3, Debbie and Andy, played by Tracy Savage and Jeffrey Rogers, canoodle in a hammock. After returning from a shower...
Canoodle.
Yeah, that's a word you don't hear often. After returning from a shower, Debbie lounges with a Fangoria magazine.
Oh.
She flipped past an article about Tom Savini, the man behind many of the classic Friday special effects. Unluckily for her, Jason was hiding with a knife behind the hammock, or beneath the hammock.
Alright, well, we've got another one of these. Week 6. Oh, wait, shoot. I wonder if we should have been paying attention to which weeks they were.
Well, I know the first one was week 5.
Alright, so Doomed Ocean Liner, that's the Lazarus, which I think is spelled Lazarus. So 5th letter is R? Or is it the 6th letter?
It is the 5th letter.
No, I mean because it's week 6.
Yeah, because I've got written in eyeliner on my hand, 5E6R.
Oh, don't write on that. Write on whatever the hell this thing is.
That is a, can I have a pen, please? It is a hotel notepad from Grand Rapids Comic Con. Because it's Best Western on the top. Let's see, 5 was E, 6 was R. The funny part is we're going to see this piece of paper like several weeks later and like, what the hell is this? Music of the films. Composer Harry Manfredini has scored 8 Friday films. Some of his older music was reused in Part 7 as well. But it was his first score for the original movie that set the tone for the rest of the series. In an interview, Manfredini described how that score took a life of its own. Music became a character in that film. It was really minimal. There was really only 2 chords in the score. There was a sameness to that score. There was never any melody.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of that when you're talking to people who made the movie. They're not very proud of it. We got a newspaper. I bet there's something here.
Newspaper. The Party Young Jason is played by Ari Lehman. I've met him. Cool guy. Originally, director Sean Cunningham wanted to cast his son Noel. However, Noel's mother did not want her son to spend hours in a freezing New Jersey lake during fall.
Ooh, we got another one of these words.
Alright, looks like week 1. Furry friend with a purple bow.
Oh! Oh, what was the name of the dog from Part 2? Muffin.
So that'd be an M.
Alright. Week 1, first letter M.
Got it. 1 M.
Yeah, Muffin fits.
Yep.
I'm pretty certain it was Muffin.
That sounds right. We're gonna go with that.
God, what a nerd. Speaking of nerds.
Hi there. Eric J.R. La Chapa. As part of the Kickstarter campaign, certain high-tier backers could get their likeness included in the game. One such generous backer was Eric J.R. La Chapa, LaChapa's best 2 stats are Repair, 10 out of 10, and Stealth, 8 out of 10.
And I hate this motherfucker.
He doesn't look like the stealthy type, but okay.
You know what I hate about him the most? Like, so this guy's a super fan. I'm a super fan, right? We should probably like each other. Oh.
Novels. Friday the 13th is more than movie franchise. There is also a television series, a comic book miniseries, and 4 novels to date. Is more than a movie franchise? Yeah, proofreader must have took a sick day.
Yeah.
Oh. Rating. The script for Jason Goes to Hell is exceptional. Not a single teenager was called for in the script. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, because it sucked. No, I hate this J.R. LaChapa guy because, for starters, I hate Kickstarter campaigns for games like this. I followed this one very closely. I was really hoping it wouldn't make it.
Diorama display. A depiction of the final scene set at Voorhees' house.
That ain't right. These figures are all wrong.
Jason. After the success of the first movie, Frank Mancuso Sr., the CEO of Paramount Pictures, wanted to make the franchise into a serial, with each movie having a different story. It was reported Phil Scuderi, Ski Manassian, and Bob Barasamian, I apologize if I butchered those, who insisted that the sequel have Jason Voorhees. Ali. The role of Ali, a tough member of a local biker gang, was played by an actor named, appropriately enough, Nick Savage. It's a rough movie for Ali. His bike is damaged, his friends are killed, and he gets his arm chopped off before being hatcheted to death. Spoiler alert. In an alternate ending, he survives, but that footage, like Ali himself, was cut. Jessica. Director Adam Marcus wanted to turn the series back to themes of family. The character of Jessica Kimball is the daughter of Diana Kimball, who is the half-sister of Jason Voorhees. And somebody had fun making those little dolls.
Yep. But no, I mean, one would think that I'd like this J.R. Chapa guy, but I don't know. There's just something sick and sad about someone who paid like thousands of dollars to get themselves put into a video game.
Red Bandana. On Friday lore, Steve Christie is the entrepreneurial son of David and Louise Christie, who owned Camp Crystal Lake at the time of Jason's drowning. Stephen takes it upon himself to renovate the camp and reopen it. By fixing the camp, he draws the murderous ire of the killer, still reeling from Jason's death. Who knows, if it hadn't been for Steve, perhaps Camp Blood would have remained dormant and the world would have been robbed of one of its great fictional villains.
Yeah.
Jenny Myers. The character Jenny Myers, known as the girl next door, is voiced by the talented Christina Klebe. Unlike her character, Christina is a bit of a traveler. Born in New York, Klebe spent her formative years in Germany, France, and Italy.
Well, thank God we have that.
Oh, there's another... Actress Dana Kimball played the scarred but tenacious heroine Chris. Marguerite Happy, however, played her stunt double. I think that looks like a diorama doll.
Yep, too bad we can't take it.
No, we can't. All this junk.
There's another... I bet that's the asshole talking again.
What was the creepiest part about working on the game?
Oh, for sure, the phone calls.
Okay, sorry. That was great. Can you start?
No.
Denied. Oh, the stuff on the wall. The keys. Automobiles of the films. From Jeeps in the original movie to Megan's Hot Rod in Part 6, there have been many memorable automobiles in the films. In Part 5, Ethel's wild son Junior crazily rides a motorcycle before being decapitated with a meat cleaver. Without much of a budget, the director had the actor playing Junior, Ron Slow, do the stunt himself. Ooh. It required Sloan to ride a motorcycle recklessly through the forest with a $50,000 camera mounted to the handlebars.
That's what happens when you hire a porno director to make your movie. Locked.
Hey, we ain't leaving the house yet.
SS Lazarus.
Oh, the kitchen's a mess. So
Yeah, it
needs
is.
to clean that up.
Oh,
Menu. Jason has menaced several diners throughout the series. This menu is inspired by the diner in Part 5. Another diner in Jason Takes Manhattan features Jason bursting in, hunting Reese and Sean. A large cook attempts to thwart the killer before being picked up and thrown into a mirror. The cook was 6'7" stuntman Kevin Kersinger, who had gone to play Jason in another film. Oh, there's a kitty on the back of that menu.
yeah.
Waste of budget. Julius and Jason's boxing match in Friday 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, was scripted to take place in Madison Square Garden, but for budgetary reasons ended up taking place on a roof in Vancouver. The boxing scene, however, was not lacking for effort. Actor Vincent Craig Dupree, who played Julius, was really punching Kane Hodder with all his might. When it was Jason's turn, he punched Julius's head off, sending it flying into a dumpster.
Really happened that way, too.
Mm-hmm.
The actor's head got knocked clean off.
Well, yeah, so they say. A newspaper. The mythos of Jason lies somewhere between the natural and the supernatural. He is a man who can be cut and killed, but is also a boy who survived drowning. In one telling, his mortal dark heart switches hosts, and another he is woundable adversary. Like a good campfire story, the definitive truth is always just out of reach.
Nice double printing that we can't read.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, here we go.
Alright, we're up to Cured Meat and Famous Counselor.
What the hell?
Bacon?
Oh, good call.
All
I
right.
kept thinking Jimbo from 4, who isn't even a counselor. But yeah, bacon.
That's an O.
Right, so 2 would be an O?
Yeah.
Or, well, week 2, the 4th letter would be an O.
Yep, I have it as 2O on the paper.
Okay.
Oh, something on the fridge.
Oh, yeah.
Shelley
Oh,
and
screw
his
you, Shelley.
Shelley and his ma. Larry Zerner played the role of fan favorite, depending on what fan you're talking about.
Ha!
Shelley in Friday the 13th, Part 3. In the movie, Vera, played by Catherine Parks, is on the docks of Crystal Lake when she finds Shelley's wallet. Inside is a picture of Larry and his actual mother. Startled by noise, Vera drops the wallet into the muddy waters. Upon fishing out, she is confronted with Jason wielding a harpoon gun. Fans know the rest of the story. What they might not know is that after filming, Larry gave the washed-out photo to his mother, who put it on her fridge as a memento. It stayed there for 30 years before it was scanned and put into this very game.
Huh. 8/13/82. You know what? I bet that might be a date that we can put into the computer.
Well, one way to find out.
Twisted Secrets revealed scout location. Yeah, I bet that's from 82.
Yeah, I wasn't born yet.
I was.
Yeah, you were a little one. And that did something.
Ah, there's a phone ringing. Phone's ringing, dude. Phone won't answer.
Now we hear it. Someone put the phone in the sink.
Well, that's just great.
The Big Apple. From a watery start to a toxic end, Jason spent Friday the 13th, Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan covered in goo. According to Kane Hodder, they put slime on him in every single shot. He was wet the entire movie.
Hurrah.
Oh, poor. That must suck. A wine bottle. After hooking up with Tina, Crispin Glover's character Jimmy goes downstairs for a celebratory bottle of wine. Not having the means to open the bottle, he calls out for a corkscrew. Jason obliges it by slamming it into his hand before hacking him in the face with a meat cleaver. You should be careful what you wish for in a Friday the 13th film. Deborah Kim. Friday the 13th, the game features a wide range of voiceover talent. The counselor Deborah Kim was voiced by veteran Christina V., who has helped voice many popular animated and film projects. Nice. Stock Pet. One particularly colorful character in Part 5 was foul-mouthed Ethel Hubbard, played by Carol Locatell. In many ways, Ethel was the foil to Pamela Voorhees. Both were cooks, both had special sons, and both had a great set of hair. In Ethel's case, it was a wig that Locatell had from a movie she was in with Burt Reynolds called Sharky's Machine. I think we have a VHS of that.
Sharky's Machine?
Yeah.
I didn't know we had a VHS of that.
Nuked ideas. In a roundtable about Friday the 13th series, special effects master Tom Savini described his initial idea for Jason's death in Part 4. I thought that young Tommy, who was an effects kid and inventor, would take a microwave oven apart and put a reflector on the shooter with a variable setting of 1 to 10. On 1, it would melt a toy soldier. My idea was to stick that in Jason's head and cook his head from within to make it explode. Oh dear. So I had to sell that to the money guys. I called them, and what he said was, no, the Friday the 13th formula is killing naked teenagers in the woods with household implements. I'm thinking this is a household implement.
You know, I rarely side with the bigwigs on stuff, but I agree, that's a dumb way to kill off Jason.
Alright, where is that damn telephone?
I think it's downstairs and we can't get there yet.
Tiffany Cox and Kenny Rydell. The Spring Break 1984 Clothing Pack DLC introduced skimpy swimsuits and a new challenge for the art team at Ilphonic. In an interview, art director Cole Gray stated, "We haven't built the system originally for the customization of swimsuits. We had to overhaul how the characters function fundamentally. It has to do with a much larger scope of work that includes a gore system. So now we have a bunch of new clothes that work with the way our characters pop. Our characters are essentially crash test dummies." No kidding. They have to break apart at certain locations. It was a bit of a challenge. Yeah, a little.
Thank God they put all those resources into that instead of giving us, a completed, extra content and such.
Alright, second floor.
Alright.
Hi, Sweater Dude. Bugsy Wilson and Chad Kensington. Yeah, you look like a Chad. Since the inception of the project, developers knew that the Friday the 13th experience had to be multiplayer to capture the magic of the movies.
Oh, you can't see it right now, but I am flipping that off.
The multiplayer experience is what got us the license, says co-creator Ronnie Hobbs. Sean S. Cunningham saw our game, saw that it was multiplayer, and could essentially play out like a film. They had been wanting to make a Friday the 13th game for a long time, too, but all they were pitched was the single-player games.
And I would have been happy with any of them. Well, here we go, Wall of Masks. They're out of order, though, I remember that much.
Collection of masks that Jason wore from the Friday the 13th series. Yeah, we just said that.
Jason never wore that mask.
Mask. Corey Feldman was slated to reprise his role of Tommy Jarvis in the film. Unfortunately, being cast in 2 Spielberg movies led to scheduling conflicts. A compromise was reached in which the child actor would appear, but only in the opening sequence. Director Danny Steinman arranged for the crew to set up in Feldman's backyard. They put up extra bushes, had a rain machine, and wrapped the shoot in 2 hours.
Yeah, they did.
Hey, Pack-a-Snack Lodge.
Oh, yeah. Good old Packanack. Part 2.
I know it's Pack-a-Snack, but I like to call it Pack-a-Snack.
Ooh.
Long Night at Camp Blood Part 2. The screenplay for the original Friday the 13th was initially titled A Long Night at Camp Blood. Director Sean S. Cunningham, however, has always wanted the name of the movie to be Friday the 13th. Even before he had a finished script, Cunningham took an advertisement out in a trade publication to stake his claim to the popular idiom. The new title was successful, although you can still see references to Camp Blood sprinkled throughout the series.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. Newton Super Flea Market. Something Newton, something or other.
Oh.
Travel brochure. The original draft of Robert Hedden's script had some ambitious plans, including a boxing match in Madison Square Garden, crane shots in Times Square, and a chase scene across the Brooklyn Bridge. The budget, however, quickly became an issue. Yeah, no kidding. Ultimately, much of the movie was filmed on a ship named the SS Princess Patricia in Vancouver, leading many in the cast and crew to dub the movie Jason Takes Vancouver.
And good luck finding any information on the SS Princess Patricia. It's pretty tough.
But it's animal friendly, so, you know.
Features a relaxing sauna.
Yep, and an art disco room. I think more cruise ships should have that. We have an art disco room.
Oh.
Newspaper. According to director Joseph Zito, he and the cast believe Part 4 to be the final Friday film. Not only was the title the final chapter, the script called for Jason's head to be split open in the final kill. Even Harry Manfredini's musical cue for the final scene was named La Muerte de Jason. Spanish for the death of Jason. Alright, we got a week 4 there on the back.
Wait a minute. Alright, I guess that sort of fits. Original Shelley. So, week 4, letter 2 is an H.
Alright.
What do we got right now?
We have 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. We don't have 3. Or any other letters after that.
There's that phone again.
Jean-Paul Sartre, no exit. I never knew how to pronounce that last name. No exit. In one scene in part 6, a group of campers are shown to be sleeping in a cabin. Camera pans over to a little girl who has fallen asleep reading Jean-Paul, however you pronounce that, novel, No Exit. The novel is about 3 people spending eternity together in a small room and ends with the revelation, hell is other people. So that's where that's from. Quite an odd book for a child to be reading.
Pretentious as hell.
Hey, toy soldier.
Oh, yeah.
Guard statue. Veteran Jason actor Kane Hodder plays 3 roles in Jason Goes to Hell. Not only does he play the titular character, Hodder also plays the security guard who mocks Jason and the gloved hand who grabs the hockey mask in the final shot of the movie.
Oh, come on. That barely counts as a third role.
Unger Report. John Shepard played the shell-shocked Tommy Jarvis in the 5th film, A New Beginning. Tommy, psychologically damaged in his run with Jason in the final chapter, is sent to a treatment facility called Pinehurst Halfway Home. Shepard took the role seriously, spending a few months volunteering at a state mental hospital to prepare. Ooh. Talk about method acting.
Address 1984 North Crystal Lake Drive. Probably. Whatever. We need to find this this other newspaper, I guess.
Oop, ball cap. Blue Cap. The song that plays during Crispin Glover's idiosyncratic dance is Lion's Love is a Lie.
It's a good song.
Yes, it is. However, during filming, it was AC/DC's Back in Black that was played on set. In an interview, Glover recounts the scene, saying, "That was the dance I came up with for it. They did not use Back in Black in the soundtrack. It was certainly an unusual way to dance to that piece of music, but the motions of the dance fit properly to that song if it is correctly synced."
Well, heck.
Well, heck indeed. Okay, typewriter, we've already been over here.
Well, you know what? Out of time.
Yes, it is. So until we can find that darn phone, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and have a good day, everyone.
Stay out of the virtual cabin. It's a lie.